Just run out here.
It might look a small protest just in Dublin, but they have to understand that this protest was nationwide. And my phone was pure red all day yesterday. Men wanting to know, did anybody come talk to you yet? And I said, no, nobody. I said, we've been trying and we're putting an email together. I talked to Michael Fitzmaurice, TD of the Independent Party. I talked to Michael Collins yesterday. I talked to Peadar Tobin yesterday. I talked to Matt McCarthy yesterday. I spoke with Newson Jennings, Marie McCormack, Senator, and they heard us and they said, "You're dead right. That this needs to be sorted." For to exist in business, let it be shops or anything, or bus haulage, contracting, farming, that the government needs to sit down. The government, IFA went in, had a meeting with the government, and the IRHA went in and had it, and the FCI, the Farm Contractors of Ireland. They came out and threw an insult of 3 cents a litre to the farmers and contractors. And 0.4 that goes back in VAT anyway. And they gave the haulage companies up in the region at 20 cents. But with the way the price of diesel was inflating, that money was absorbed up trying to keep going. And it's gone to the stage now it's not sustainable because it has escalated so high. And the government can cap this. And there's another point as well I want to make as well. There was a directive from Europe with this carbon tax, but it wasn't a directive from Europe that it had to go on fuel. So there's nothing confined in law that carbon tax had to go on fuel. It could have been put on other things. So, there's things that they can juggle around, they can move around, and they can actually remove all the carbon and the excise duty, as I said, and the NORA tax in the interim of this war.
Just there, a woman with a buggy just said to the protest that you had, I think she said you had to get up here, so get off the road. There's a lot of Dubliners unhappy that their days.
Well, to be honest with you, I spoke with a lot of people from Dublin yesterday and the word they gave me was, why did it take you so long to come? We're delighted to see you here. Something needs to be done. That was the message I was hearing yesterday and this morning. Now, I know where you're coming from as well. You'll always get the one or two people, but the majority of people from the public have a very understanding of what's happening. And any of them I talk to and I tell them about where their food is going to be, the cost of their food in time to come, they won't be able to buy it. We can't. We're working at the minute below the cost of production.
We need them to listen and act. There's no point in making a promise. Where do we cash in a promise? We need action. We need, other countries, Spain, for example. If you're in Spain today, white diesel for your vehicles is running from €1.50 to €1.70 a litre. Why can't it be the same in Ireland? Here today, fuel is hitting $2.20, $2.30 a litre. That's 70 cents a litre on a bus doing tourism, or a lorry. Lorries only do 6 miles to the gallon. So that's only just over a litre a mile. You put up that's 70 cents a mile transport to go up for a lorry. Nobody can afford it.
What would you how long will you be here?
We can't go home without a result. We simply can't afford to go home. There's no point we came up broke and there's no point going home broke. We're trying to, we're not looking to cost the government money. We're actually trying to save the government money. If, I was booked to dig out foundations on 2 one-off houses, single house out in the countryside. and we'd get maybe 5,000–10,000 euro worth of digging out of that job, which bankrolls us. But when we dig out the foundation, then in come the concrete lorries with the concrete. That's them making money. Then the blockers start laying blocks. That's them making money. And all this is putting tax into the system. Now these houses are being stopped. I'm losing work, and we're losing profit. We're going to pay less tax. But the lads that laying the blocks are going to be on the dole, and then the government going to have to pay out them. So it's a domino effect. And if the government reduce price of fuel and keep everybody building, keep everybody working, and keep the contractors in business, it'll be far better for the economy.
Just fine.